You read the title. The world is going electric, and I hate it. And I'm going to give you some examples starting with this. This is the all-new 2023. Yes, this is indeed a 2023 Meyers Manx 2.0 EV. No engine sound. 1 gear. Yeah. It's an EV. This is one of the most iconic cars in the entire world. And then they went ahead and they made it electric. And that's not the only thing. The whole world is going electric. They're turning icons electric. Jaguar E-Types, Mercedes, Mini Cooper, Nissan themselves is making an electric R32. Toyota, 2 electric AE86s. But not this. Why this? How are they still around? Seriously, how is Meyers still around? I've never seen a Meyers Manx my entire life. But, I mean, I guess we have this, so let's see what we have. It is rear-wheel drive, so, we're not gonna be able to swap that, unfortunately, but we do have 200 horsepower stock, which is, gonna be hell. Or we could put 220 horsepower motor, a 240 horsepower, or 260 horsepower motor. Actually, that's a lot less than what I thought. Only 260 horsepower? Like, are you kidding me? And then we have some front bumper stuff. Ooh! Oh! Okay, just 2 little lights at the front there. And then let me guess, you can remove the top. Topless, that's... Okay, we could... Honestly, I don't know about the roof. Like, some people think it looks really, really good. Like, it looks modern. But this is more of a classic car. You gotta take the roof off. You just gotta take the roof off. So I guess let's do the rest here. We can actually put on a ton of different tire compounds. I think we'll actually aim for 2 different builds. The first is like what the Manx is supposed to be. An awesome off-roader. But then we're going to do what it's actually iconic for. And that is wheelies. Yes, wheelies. And now with an EV powertrain, I have a feeling that wheelies will be a lot more powerful. But also a lot worse. So... let's just do all this. We're still rear-wheel drive. You cannot swap that. However, we will max this thing out. Actually, if we're going to max this thing out, we should just go max everything. So that would mean the tires, too. 260 horsepower. The front, does that increase or decrease our class? It adds 2 pounds, but I don't really think it matters. This, brings down our class actually a good bit. The tires, we will go for the racing slicks, bringing us up to almost S1. The wheels on this are probably super heavy. Yeah, they are. They're like the classic Steelies. So we're going to go T37 to remove 40 pounds. This is all good. Weight reduction brings us down to only 1,300 pounds. We don't actually have like a roll cage or anything for this like the typical Manx does. Actually, let's do a comparison of the Manx, this Manx versus the classic Manx. And I would just show you how the classic Manx is so much better than this. Like, unlock this thing for 20 points in the series. And I mean not the series, the season. Now, it's fine. I mean, it's fine. I have a lot of things against it. Like, one, it's electric. Which is like the biggest downside of any vehicle ever. And it's classic. Like, what's the thing with turning classic cars into electric cars? Like, trying to make it modern? Styling is what makes the car modern. Not to mention, we can only get this thing up to A-Class 797 tops. Hopefully there's some colors for this. Nope, it's just green. I literally just wanted to check. So we have an electric A-Class 260 horsepower track off-road buggy because it's rear-wheel drive and a failure. And I'm visibly upset. Like, look at the interior. This is a classic style interior. This is a 2023 car. Like Morgan, they sell the 3-wheeler. They have been since like the 60s or maybe even the 50s or 40s. It's like a little 3-wheeler with a motorcycle engine. And they haven't gone electric with those yet. At least I don't think. Even with the Morgan Arrow, still selling them from like the 50s or 60s or something. Still not electric, I think. Why can't we be like Morgan? And even with Lotus, they're going electric as well. Back in the 60s, they were making like the Elan and some actually insane nice cars. Even today, the Amira, but now they're just rebadging Chinese cars. Just like, I know that the profit is going to go towards more future projects, but by then, gas cars might be outlawed. Because that's what we all know is going to happen in the future, and it's an unfortunate future. Because I don't think we're ready for electric cars yet, because the whole world is pretty much built on gas cars. And then the sudden switch to electric, that's gonna ruin everything. Like, we're not gonna have good power grids, we're not gonna have good anything. No good power grids, charging stations, they're gonna be cluttered up. Eventually, electricity will become expensive. Electricity, free electricity, just lightning from the sky. It's gonna be expensive. That's obviously what's gonna happen. I mean, gas prices, stuff, sure. But then again, there's like E85, which is literally corn juice, also mixed with ethanol. So, actually, are there any other like alternative fuel types that could potentially be used instead of gas? It has to be something combustible, so maybe like grease or something. Like some people eat fast food. That, I mean, you could just take the grease, turn it into fuel. And what's grease? Corn. But cooking it will probably make it have at least some octane, but then we could just like get different engine components and stuff. And yes, this footage is not slowed down. We are literally doing 127 miles an hour. Okay, I think we're just gonna fast travel to the festival, and then we're gonna try and do a wheelie build on this, because that's what the Manx is iconic for. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reset the default upgrades. So what we really want to do is we want to get drag tires, no weight in the front, all the weight in the rear. But since it's electric, I bet you there's going to be some weight in the front. So I'd say the first things first, we need to get the drag tires, super thick in the rear, only up to 275s. That's not good. This thing is going to be an absolute failure if it can't get up, if it can't do a wheelie. Like, so we have only 40% of the weight in the front. It doesn't matter if we change the wheels or not. It doesn't really matter. With the motor and battery, that just brings up our torque and stuff. This is that's gonna be more weight. What's this gonna do? This is gonna lower our weight. That's gonna be good. And we'll do this. That also just does the weight and stuff. A racing differential, and then with this, we'll do brakes. What does the weight reduction do? Does that puts more weight towards the front. Okay, rule of thumb for wheelie cars is you want to have soft in the front, stiff in the rear, and that's what we did for everything. And yes, I do know that's the right height, but that is the same story. So I guess let's head out, and if this thing doesn't do a wheelie, this is going to be an absolute waste. It kind of seems like it wants to, but I'm not exactly sure. We're going to slowly go to the drag strip. Oh yeah, they also have those pinata things. Now, let's see. Okay, maybe it's not entirely a waste, because I'm pretty sure this is the only electric car in the game that can actually do a wheelie. And it does a monster wheelie, too. So I guess it's not all that bad. I say as we're literally spinning in circles. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. I'm totally gonna get copyrighted, but it is a classic Manx. It is just an absolute classic Manx. It can do the funny. Hello, mustache man. Wheelie. Style on him. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna keep the wheelie build on this, because honestly, that's the only thing this thing is good for. Oh, wait, so look at... Yeah, buddy! Alright, this would actually be just an amazing, just meme car. That's literally all this is for. It's literally just a meme car. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's a meme car. Limo. Okay, hello. Style points. Never mind. Let me show you why the other Manx, the good Manx, is obviously the superior option. And yes, I do have a stock one that I did win from a wheel spin. So let me just show you a little bit of this. So not only do they look literally exactly the same, except for the rear, because I had to put a grill there instead of course, the engine, because, well, the EV Manx doesn't have one. But also, you know what you actually get with this? Customization. You actually get customization with this. So, yes, we are going to do leg customization. Like, you don't get, like, you get a roof, but you don't get a roll bar. You get 2 little lights at the front, but you don't get a full bull bar. You don't get this at the back, because, well, there is no engine. And you don't even get side skirts. You don't even get side skirts. But you know what you do get in this? A 1.6 liter engine, a 2 liter engine, another 2 liter, or a 4 liter flat 6. Let's actually go with a realistic build here, like, because honestly, I would love to have one of these. So we're going to keep the stock engine. However, we are going to turbocharge, actually, supercharge it. Also, you know what the other Manx doesn't have? All-wheel drive. That's literally the biggest thing. Yeah, it does have offer. It does have, like, every single tire in the game, but, it doesn't even matter anymore, because, I mean, obviously, what would you rather have? An absolute classic, a legendary classic, or would you rather have a legendary classic but not fun whatsoever? Because I think I know which one I'm picking. They don't make them like they used to, I'll tell you that much. It's just a classic Manx, just sickest thing ever. Also, what does this thing look like without the like with the roll cage without the thing? I have no idea what that does. Let's try and see. So I guess let's go like this. I guess everyone was gonna put the thing on so you didn't bother modeling it. Even still, with the classic Manx, you still get 217 horsepower with the supercharger. Probably more with the turbo, but that's with the supercharger. I mean, sure, it might not be as light, but I mean, hey, the EV's not gonna be light anyways. I mean, I don't know, man. My brain is absolutely fried from today, so, yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna do anymore for the rest of the day and stuff. I just really want to get this out there. So, yeah. The Manx, is it worth it? If you're gonna be memeing around with it, if you're gonna have it as a fun little car, then yeah, definitely get it. But if you're gonna try and, like, have it for something useful, then just pass. It's not worth it at all. I mean, if the actual Manx have, like, off-road builds, you could do a street build, you could do a freaking wheelie build, but with that, probably the only good, solid build you could do is the, wheelie build, because it's not really good for anything else, to be honest. So, I mean, yeah. Meyers Manx EV 2.0. Just stick to the classics. Seriously. Stick to them.